What would you say if I told you some of the most respected, some of the most famous, some of the most luxurious watchmakers are lying to you? That's right. And they've lied to you in the past. I don't know if they're currently lying to you, but I mean, hey, if past is any indicator of future, we gotta watch them. Because we've caught a few of them red-handed, and I'm gonna show you all of this today. Naughty, naughty. It is 5:07 p.m. Let's get down to business. So here's some of the watchmakers that have stretched the truth a little bit. By the way, I just did my Boss Baby Megamind hands, so you know I'm serious. First up, Hublot. Hublot would constantly just wax on about their in-house movements. They were kind of one of the first people to really, in the modern age, brag about in-house this, in-house that, in-house this, in-house that. Their hub, 4100. That ring a bell? Well, if you recall, Hublot was like marketing this hub 4100 movement as being in-house and just God's gift to watchmaking, essentially. Ends up, they were literally using ETA-based movements like up until fairly recently. Next up, one of my favorite watchmakers, Tag Heuer. If you couldn't tell, I'm totally, they're not one of my favorites, like by any means. God, this is stressing me out. Not too long ago, Tag released a watch with their 1887 in-house chronograph movement. They even marketed it as being 100% in-house. Eventually, some of us watch geeks out there started noticing similarities between that 1887 100% in-house movement and Seiko's TC78 chronograph movement, and it's because they were the same. It was literally a Seiko movement. Now, Tag did come out with an official statement after they were caught, saying that they regret their marketing choices, essentially. So, yes, they lied. Next up, Panerai. Now, it's funny because ever since pretty much like, I want to say 2010, it was probably a little bit before that, honestly, it seems like Panerai is incapable of not up. First, it was their PAM 318 limited edition Brooklyn Bridge watch. That whole debacle, they only made 150 units. They claimed it to have like a highly finished movement in there, but what's interesting is it wasn't even a display case back, so it was, it was an engraving of the Brooklyn Bridge. Makes sense. It's the Brooklyn Bridge edition. But it was a highly limited watch, and they kept, I guess, mentioning that it had a magnificent, decorated, finished movement in there. Well, when someone finally got their hands on one and opened the case back to see this magnificent movement, it was like one of their off-the-shelf, unfinished ETA Yucko movements. Like, the movement itself isn't bad. It's that there was like zero finishing, zero decoration at all. And people were pissed. Like, seriously, Google Panerai Brooklyn Bridge. Just have fun. Have fun with the threads about that. Now, we could stop there, right? That was a lie. Well, not what I just said, but Panerai lied, and we could just leave it at that. But they keep doing it. Why do you keep doing it? We caught you. Stop. So most recently, when Panerai released their PAM 01111, they claimed these watches used their in-house P9200 caliber movement. I mean, even Hodinkee, when they got the media pieces, did a beautiful write-up talking about these in-house movements of Panerai. And after this segment right here, you're gonna probably understand why I don't really trust Hodinkee anymore. Or Panerai, for that matter. Upon further inspection of these media photos that Panerai themselves put out, you can see clear markings on the movement from the semi-obscured display caseback that show it being an ETA. But okay, now I'm confused, because Hodinkee like alluded to the fact that this is like a new impressive era of in-house watchmaking from Panerai. So who's, like, what's going on? And also, like, Panerai's own Instagram said that it was in-house. Now, you can't really trust their Instagram, though, because Panerai's official verified account has been caught numerous times posting blatantly fake Panerais. Like, even, like, whoever runs their own social media doesn't know enough about their products to realize that sometimes when people take pictures of their Panerai and tag Panerai in it, you might not want to repost it without verifying that that product is actually a real product of yours. But Panerai, they can't figure it out. So, okay, I was sick of all of this, and I just decided to do some snooping around. I wanted to be Inspector Gadget for a little while. Take a look at the segment from an episode that I made just about a year ago on this topic. Gato, clip it! So I clicked the chat function, I put in my name as Jay. I didn't use Jory or the time teller. I just put Jay, and then a sales associate at a certain store here in the US responded mobily. They said, "How may we help you? Is the PAM 01111 in-house? Thanks, we're finding a sales associate for you now." This nice sales associate said, "Hi sir, my name is from Panerai. I see you and Jack were having a consultation previously. The movement within the PAM 01111 is in fact in-house." So there you have it, guys. These three watchmakers have been caught red-handed, and Panerai has been caught like numerous times over and over and over again, which is crazy because between these three watchmakers, Hublot, Tag Heuer, and Panerai is probably my favorite. Now, I've mentioned I'll probably never buy another Panerai like ever in the future unless it's a vintage one, because ever since they went to sandwich dials, it seems like things have been going downhill. It's not the sandwich dials themselves. It was that era, that shift. Something went wrong with Panerai. But yeah, so here's what I want you to take away from this, okay? Not every luxury, high-end, cool, popular product with provenance is actually reasonable and truthful. I know, surprise, surprise, these huge corporations that want to make money are sometimes not totally truthful to their consumer base. I can't believe it. And another thing to take away from this is some watchmakers are clearly worse about this than others. Now, personally, I don't understand the obsession with in-house, not in-house, and then going so far as to lie about it being in-house. Like, if you're using ETA-based movements, just be honest about it. But I know why they won't. They know that they can more easily justify these extreme expenses and extreme cost of their products if they say in-house somewhere on their marketing. Because if they say, we want upwards of, $15,000 for this piece, but it uses a fairly common movement, that's harder to justify. So these companies would rather, in my opinion, roll the dice and try to pull a fast one than say, yeah, we use, common base movements, but we still think that this is worth a ton of money. But then, that won't fly with actual watch enthusiasts, because actual watch enthusiasts will be like, I don't want to pay tens and tens of thousands of dollars for that watch when I can get a micro brand with the same movement for a lot less. So literally they're lying to you so that they can justify their crazy costs. So yeah, this is all around really dumb. They're clearly just using the term in-house as ad copy, as marketing. So f*** them. You guys lied. We caught you. And now we're going to scrutinize you even harder. And this isn't a threat, but we're probably going to catch you again. So stop with us, because we know more than you think we do. You know what? I should add this to the T3 Crime Stoppers series. I don't know if this is officially it, but Gato, throw up the T3 Crime Stoppers little intro. T3 Crime Stoppers. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this episode and you haven't already, consider clicking that subscribe button, hitting a like if you liked it, and if you didn't, then you can leave a dislike, no hard feelings. Any interaction really does help me in the algorithm, so that'd be awesome. Comments really do help. I love reading them every night before I go to bed. I'm like, this guy made fun of me for being Jewish. This person thinks I'm ugly. Oh, they don't like that I wear my watch on the wrong wrist. I'm just kidding. Not everything is hate. but a lot of it is. But I love each and every one of you, so thanks for hanging out with me. And if you enjoyed this so much that you want to find like another piece from me, I have full playlists from stuff that new watch collectors should learn from, all the way to my rants, all the way to top watch picks, all the way to straight up just reviews. So go ahead, go to my page, click playlists, have a good time, grab a snack, lay back, and just chill. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. Always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.